an article in Saturday's paper, and she wrote something, and she wanted us to see it. She put it in the paper to verify some facts. That's what that was about.
Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order. And we'll begin with a prayer by Councilman Schreiber, followed by a pledge of allegiance led by Steve Kroll.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to serve the citizens of our wonderful community. Guide us so we may make just decisions. We ask that you extend your blessing and protection to all of our city staff as they perform their duties. Bless the citizens of our community. Dear Lord, we ask for your forgiveness for what we have done and for what we have failed to do. Extend your divine protection to our brothers and sisters who serve in our armed forces. May each of us place our lives in your trust. This we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As President Pro Tem, I'd like to call the meeting to order in the absence of the mayor. Clerk, roll call, please.
Fitzwater.
Present.
Graham.
Here.
Hensley.
Present.
Hussey.
Here.
Kimna.
Here.
Mahalovich.
Here.
Prather.
Here.
Schreiber.
Present.
Ward. Here. Wiseman.
Okay. I'd take a motion to adopt the agenda as printed.
So moved. Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pass. No miscellaneous agenda items and no public hearings. Item 6, appointments by the mayor. This has been reviewed by Administration Committee, and I would accept a motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I see a star by one person. Do we have to take that person out?
It
I see two people.
requires a 2/3 majority vote. If you want to call...
Okay. No,
Okay.
I'm good.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Item 6, presentation from staff consultants, none. Item 8, announcements by mayor, council, staff. I'll lead by, as chair of the finance, we'll have a meeting at 7:30 this Thursday across the hall, and I'm aware of only one person going to be absent at that. So let me know if you can't make it to the finance committee meeting. Any other announcements by council? Okay, Sonny has a few announcements.
Thank you. First, this weekend, Saturday, February 22nd, out at Capitol Mall, as part of the Home Builder Association meeting, there will be a Fix-It Fair between 10 and 2. So if you have any toys, textiles, electronics, or small appliances that need to be repaired, you're more than welcome to take them out there. This is sponsored by the Mid-Missouri Solid Waste Management District, and they're also still looking for volunteers that are handy and can help participate in that. Information can be found at the Mid-Missouri Solid Waste Management District website or on our website too. Another announcement is it's time for nominations for the Landmark Award designation by the Historic Preservation Committee. This is for properties, homeowners, or owners of the properties that have a historically significant building that contributes to the community. They're more than welcome to submit a nomination. It's a quick one-page nomination. It is due February 28th, and that can also be found on our website or actually at City Hall, such as in the counters out by the downstairs window.
Thank you. Any questions from council? Okay, I think we have an additional announcement from J.C. Parks, Amy Schrager.
Hi, everybody. JJ is passing around the handout that I have here. I am here to talk about the Kraft Hockeyville USA initiative that J.C. Parks has going. It was brought to my attention from Diane at Convention and Visitors Bureau that Kraft Foods, along with NBC Sports, puts on this Hockeyville USA competition, and they choose one grand prize winner from all of the submittals that receives $150,000 in ice rink upgrades, as well as the chance to host a preseason NHL game in either September or October 2020. So it's a big deal. To be eligible for it, you have to submit a nomination story. On the back side of the flyer is the nomination story that got us into the running. The thing with the nomination story is they want to know what your community spirit is whenever it comes to the world of hockey and why you deserve to be the next Hockeyville USA. And I thought within the last year, we have a really good story between the recovery efforts from the tornado and the flood, with our public safety and our first responders, as well as the Guns and Hoses hockey game that they put on and raised $11,000 for Safety Net. And we have the Mid-Missouri Tigers, which is the youth hockey organization that we host at the ice arena. They're growing by leaps and bounds. We had to split the Mites teams into two separate teams for the first time this year. So they've got a really strong program going. And not to mention, with the Blues winning the Stanley Cup, it's kind of a big deal. So we thought this year was a great year to submit a nomination, and we made it in there. So now what we have to do is by February 29th, everybody can log in and help us earn rally points. So until February 29th, visit the website, and you can like all of the photos and the videos posted. You can add a quick note. You can even submit your own story and answer those 3 questions. There's all different levels of points that we can earn, which are included on that handout. So I encourage everybody to visit the site by February 29th to get those rally points up there. After the 29th, March 1st through the 22nd, they close it for judging, and then it boils down to a final 4. And then the 28th and 29th of March is whenever it's open to public vote, and that's how they choose that one grand prize winner. So fingers crossed we can make it through and make it to that final 4, which I really think we can. But get on there and get those votes, those rally points up.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Any
the
questions?
questions.
All right.
I'm sure the mayor will be fully engaged in this.
We've been talking, yes. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Any other announcements? Moving on to item 9, Lincoln University. Carolyn Majaro. Hi, welcome.
Thank you. I apologize, my voice sounds really hoarse. However, I do have 2 updates/announcements. One being that on Saturday, our Lincoln University men's and women's track team is going to be competing at Mizzou, and we invite all of our Jefferson City family to come down and support the Blue Tiger track team. And secondly, it is not too early to make this announcement, as we have always done every year. Our annual President's Gala is coming up on April 25th. I do not have all of the details yet, and I'll probably ask Mr. Graham to share the details pertaining to the tickets. However, it is an opportunity to give back to Lincoln University in order or in an effort to enable students to get scholarship funds to go to school and be able to matriculate through their 4 years of being at Lincoln University. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? And I do know they have a Facebook event out there, so if you looked for it, you could find that event. It's been posted. We have no presentations from the gallery at item 10, so going on to 11, consent agenda. Excuse me. I would take a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Move to accept.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Items 12, bills introduced. Item 2019-102, Mr. Marash.
Thank you.
You want me to read the bill?
Clerk, please read the bill.
An ordinance of the City of Jefferson, Missouri, authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute a $171,748 agreement with Hegeman for the replaced bar screen at RWRF project.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Marash.
All right. Well, she did a good job of explaining it probably, but yeah, a contract with Hegman Construction. They'll be replacing the bar screen at the wastewater plant. So what that does, it takes out large things in our waste stream that can't be broken down in our process. The equipment was original back in 2002 upgrade, so it's time to replace. And the cost of the contract's $171,748.
Any questions from council? Okay. Item.
I might have wrote it down wrong then. Sorry.
Good catch. Okay. We'll have that corrected for the final reading. Item B, 2019-103, clerk.
Amending the 2019-2020 budget by reclassifying one neighborhood services manager position to a neighborhood services supervisor and one property and housing inspector 1/2 to a property and housing supervisor within the Department of Planning and Protective Services.
Sonny, please.
Thank you. As the clerk indicated, this would change two job positions, basically reclassifying the neighborhood services manager down to a neighborhood services supervisor, and remove the property and housing inspection, the code enforcement folks, out to its own division and change a property inspector position to a property and housing supervisor position. So the change is basically lowering one position 2 pay grades and increasing 1 to 2 pay grades, along with the transfer of that supervisory responsibility. We do not anticipate any fiscal impact at all.
We got any questions? Seeing none, we'll move to item 13, bills pending. Item A, 2019-100, clerk.
An ordinance of the City of Jefferson, Missouri amending the fiscal year 2020 budget of the City of Jefferson, Missouri by appropriating additional funds within the general fund.
Ms. Miller.
Thank you. This bill is to upgrade several pieces of our software. Our Microsoft Exchange 2010 is what we currently use for email, and that is out of support already, so we want to upgrade to Exchange Online. And then our Microsoft Office, the version we have currently is 2010, and it's going to be out of support in October of this year, so we want to upgrade to Office 2019. And then our Springbrook software, which is our financial software, we are currently using a version that is out of support, and this would upgrade to the most current version. Along with this is a supplemental for the Heartland Port Authority. In May of 2019, the City Council passed a motion to support a grant match not to exceed $7,000. And so the amount of this supplemental is $5,685. Be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions to the right, left? Seeing none, I think we're ready for a vote. Roll call, please.
Fitzwater.
Aye.
Graham.
Aye.
Hensley.
Aye.
Hussey.
Aye.
Kimna.
Aye.
Mahalovich.
Aye.
Prather.
Aye.
Schreiber.
Aye.
Ward. Wiseman.
Motion passes. Item 2019-101.
An ordinance of the City of Jefferson, Missouri authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute an agreement with the County of Cole, Missouri for emergency medical services.
Chief Schofield.
Thank you. This is an annual agreement, a memorandum of understanding between the Cole County Emergency Medical Services and the Jeff City Fire Department. It formalizes many of our previous or past practices and further delineates more specifically how those things occur on a more routine and regular basis. There is a $25,000 amount that would be coming from the county to the city as part of the general fund, and of that, about $1,000 is appropriated to cover the retention of Dr. Ludi as our emergency medical director. Happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Any questions for Chief Schofield? Seeing none, it looks like we're prepared to vote. Roll call, please.
Graham.
Aye.
Hensley.
Aye.
Hussey.
Aye.
Kimna.
Aye.
Mahalovich.
Aye.
Prather.
Aye.
Schreiber. Ward. Wiseman. Fitzwater.
Aye.
Motion passes. No items on the informal. Item 15, resolutions. RS 2019-17.
A resolution of the City of Jefferson, Missouri creating an ad hoc committee to review the 2018 version of building construction codes and propose updates.
Mr. Sanders, I think you're going to refer to Larry.
Yes, sir. Mr. Burkhart will give an expeditious staff summary of the resolution at hand.
In the beginning, there was a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I brought these up here to demonstrate. This is a lot of material to cover. And we did something similar for the 2015 code review, but hopefully, I'm looking at one of my bosses up there going, I'm trying to cut the time in half for the review as far as how long it is. If we can do this on a 3-year cycle, I think it would be very beneficial to the community. And so far, we've had 28 people volunteer for the committee again this year. Last time there was 33 when we did the 2015 code. But I've been trying to streamline the process, and that was kind of shown in the attachment to the resolution. I'm cutting it down from 6 technical subcommittees down to 3, trying to reduce the steering committee number of members so we can make a faster decision. Besides that, and since everybody's in a short review mode, the only thing I'll say is that this set of books is going for the city clerk, so it can be on public view. There's 12 different code books, and that costs the city $1,000 roughly for that stack. So it's a lot of training and a lot of time to go ahead and review that. It's very boring at night to read some things, but it's exciting to some nerds like me. But anyways, hopefully we'll be able to get through this with your all's approval. Any questions?
Yes.
I would just make the motion to approve the resolution.
Okay, motion has been made. Second?
And I would just add that Mr. Burkhart presented at the Public Works Committee as well, and kind of the layout of what this process looks like, so that committee has reviewed the plan as well. This is just the formality to establish the committee.
Very good.
I have a question about.
Councilman Graham.
I just have a question about the establishment of the committee. You said 5 years ago it was 23 people?
The resolution that was passed in December of 2015, eventually we had 33 people that were involved with it, and so we have 28 so far that have expressed interest, but we're also going to probably include more members of the community as specialized areas come up.
That was my question, to make sure that I didn't know if those same 28 were part of the 33.
It's a mix. We have a few people that went through it last time and didn't die from that, so they're going to come back again and help us out. But we tried to include new members.
And so we'll get advertisement out through whether it's News Tribune or on our website saying that we are accepting people to be a part of this committee?
I have a stakeholders email distribution list, and also was published by and repeated by like HBA.
Okay.
And we passed it on to other people. So I was trying to minimize costs and so forth. But I did inform the media that this was going out. So if they didn't publish it, I didn't make an extra effort to do that, sir.
Well, News Tribune's here tonight, so I hope that they can put it out there so that we can get as many people who would like to be a part of this, because this is very important. So I would hope that the information can go out, and those who would like to be on something like this, who has the knowledge, can certainly be a part of it and be a benefit to the city in this process. So
I agree. That'd be fine.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments, questions? We have a motion, so if there's no further discussion, we'll have roll call, please.
Hensley.
Aye.
Hussey.
Aye.
Kimna.
Aye.
Mahalovich.
Aye.
Prather.
Aye.
Schreiber.
Aye.
Ward. Wiseman. Fitzwater.
Aye.
Graham.
Aye.
Motion passes. 15B, RS 2019-18.
A resolution authorizing the City of Jefferson to file an application with the Missouri Department of Natural Resources State Revolving Fund Program for loans under the Clean Water Law.
Mr. Marash.
Thank you. This is a grant application to Missouri DNR. It's a 50-50 grant. We were recently notified that we're eligible to receive some additional monies under this grant. an additional $73,725 potentially. And so part of that application requires the City Council to provide a resolution that they're interested in doing the project. But basically, we already, this money would add on to a project we already had approved with DNR over on the Douglas Davis Drive area. Last year we received a notice that we could receive a little over $47,000 for that project. So this would add to that, make it a $120,000 grant, and be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Yes, Mr. Huss.
I would make a motion to approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion's been made and second. Are there any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Hussey.
Aye.
Kimna.
Aye.
Mahalovich.
Aye.
Prather.
Aye.
Schreiber.
Aye.
Ward. Wiseman. Fitzwater.
Aye.
Graham.
Aye.
Hensley.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next is item 16. I don't believe we had anybody sign up. Item 17, any comments? 18, approval of closed session minutes. I'll need a roll call for that.
Make a motion to approve the February 10th, 2020 closed session minutes.
Second.
Okay, motion made and second. Any discussion? All those, roll call, please.
Kimna.
Aye.
Mahalovich.
Aye.
Prather.
Aye.
Schreiber.
Aye.
Ward. Wiseman. Fitzwater.
Abstain.
Graham.
Aye.
Hensley.
Aye.
Hussey.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Any new business? Any unfinished business? I would accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned.
This man